Up-and-coming Hollywood director Tyler Spindell, working the red carpet. The hometown boy screening his first feature film at the New Hampshire Film Festival.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks so much for coming.
His movie, Father of the Year, which he also co-wrote, stars funny man David Spade, who joined him on stage in Portsmouth, griping that Tyler didn't give his grungy deadbeat character a love interest in the Netflix comedy.
At the end, I go, wait, there's none at all? No girl? I mean, who's going to buy it? So, who's falling for this guy?
Some people say I'm unstable.
The movie is about two friends who argue over whose dad would win in a fight.
Let me put it this way. My dad looks like a human Muppet, and I'm 100% sure.
Who do you think would win?
He's a lot bigger than you. He'd probably be sober, which is a huge plus.
Dad!
Chaos ensues when the dads catch wind of the challenge.
I'm here to settle this debate our kids are having.
What's the debate?
The movie idea came from a debate Tyler had with a buddy during his days at Manchester Central High School. So what does it feel like to be back here in the hallways?
It's good to be back. I remember all these lockers, actually. This one I may have gotten shoved into, I can't tell.
Tyler sat down with me on a recent trip home from Los Angeles. It's the first time back at Central since 2003, when he graduated top of his class.
I actually think me and Brandon, who I co-wrote the movie with, met in this classroom. And it used to always be freezing. The first time I talked to Brandon was on that heater over there. We both sat on that heater, and we just connected over it being cold.
Neither he nor Brandon Knoyer ever thought their argument would end up a movie. Although the pair was exposed to Hollywood early on, Tyler's uncle is movie star and comedian Adam Sandler.
You know, he was such a great uncle. He'd always invite me out to visit and bring me to sets.
Sandler even put him to work.
When I was like 15, I was an extra on Little Nicky, me and my mom and my sister, and I was very young. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even realize the cameras were rolling when they shot me, because we would have been so bad.
A technique he'd find handy later. Remember that one. Adam Sandler was always tight with Tyler and the rest of the close-knit family, even giving the commencement speech at Tyler's high school graduation.
And finally tonight, Tyler celebrates his graduation by going back to his grandma's house and hearing about what a nice, smart boy he is and how proud he's made the family. While Adam will get on his private jet aeroplane.
Tyler never planned to follow in his uncle's footsteps. The self-described nerd was off to Harvard. But during his valedictorian speech, he discovered his calling.
All right, now the first thing I want to say is that although I don't have a private jet, I do drive a minivan. And I remember it was funny and I got laughs, and that hooked me. And then after that, I was like, oh my God, I want to do comedy.
He went for it after graduating from Harvard. Stand-up comedy and some bit parts in movies like Paul Blart Mall Cop.
We're getting the leader on the horn. He wants to talk to you. And then one day, I had this joke, for a stand-up joke that I knew was funny, and it was just eating it. Every time, I never got a laugh. And then I gave it to a buddy of mine, and he got up and he crushed with it. And that kind of was like a weird moment in my life where I realized I'm not a performer. I should go behind the scenes and should direct.
His uncle took him under his wing, showed him the ropes. Sandler is the creative force behind most of his movies.
He's been just the greatest mentor to me, so he's really helped me every step of the way.
Soon, Tyler was directing commercials and an award-winning short film. And now, Father of the Year, a movie with a multi-million-dollar budget set in New Hampshire.
We tried to bring in as many New Hampshire elements as we could. There's like little signage throughout the movie that's from New Hampshire. And we tried to make like little references to like Bunny's Superette and to Webster Elementary, you know.
Many of the extras are locals too, including Tyler's mom
You're looking good.
and sister. Both are dentists in Manchester. Doctors Elizabeth Spindell and Victoria Spindell know precisely when their cameo comes up.
If you blink, you'll
1
miss us.
hour and 20 seconds.
She checked it out.
All they had to do was walk their dog.
It took about 20 takes.
He says 20, but I say 40 times. We kept saying, what are we doing wrong? Why do we have to do this over?
Remember the trick Adam Sandler used on Tyler in Little Nicky?
They kept doing like overacting, and so what I had to do was I told them we weren't shooting anymore. And so I said, all right, we're just going to rehearse it, and that's what we ended up using in the movie.
Mom and sister are thrilled with the final take and the entire movie.
It's really exciting. I'm so proud.
And we're very, very proud. It was really funny and we're so excited.
Father of the Year was produced by Sandler's company, Happy Madison Productions. It took 25 days to shoot, on location mostly in Hudson, Massachusetts, thanks to generous tax credits. Tyler getting used to being the big boss on set, giving orders to stars like David Spade.
It's weird. It is, because like I've looked up to him my whole life, so like what the hell do I know that he doesn't, you know, like I'm gonna tell him what's funny.
I actually didn't know what to expect totally, but we hit it off from the beginning, and every day let me make up jokes and do stuff that, you know, just keep things moving and throw things out the way I like to work.
With all his success, Tyler could find himself right there with his uncle in the Hall of Fame display case at Central High School.
Maybe one day, maybe if I do a couple more movies, well, I don't know, write a letter, I'll have my mom write a letter or something. Maybe they can get me in here.